Hi beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Favor. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming here today. Please click the subscribe button so you can join the fam, and also hit the notification bell down below. That way you know when next I post a video, okay? And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming here when I post new videos. So today's video is pretty much a conversation between us, like, you know, come closer. I just want to find out how you guys are doing. I hope you and your family are doing good and staying safe. I just hope everything is good at your end. I really just wanted to take our time to check up on you guys. I don't think I've taken time out to really check up on you guys, and I really want to know how you guys are doing. Like, I know this year has been a whole lot, like this year has been loaded, and I don't think anyone planned for, you know, what we got this year, but regardless, we are all here. I mean, we are fine, we are here, we are alive, and I feel like that's enough to be grateful for. This year really hit a lot of people really hard, and I just wanted to check up on you guys for reals. Like, please tell me, how are you guys doing? You can send me a DM, you can, you know, share with me in the comment section down below. Like, feel free. I just hope everyone is doing good and staying safe. I also wanted to talk to you guys about what has been going on at my end. I mean, you're probably gonna tell me how you are, so it just makes sense for me to tell you how I am, and pretty much I'm doing good. I mean, I had days that were not so good. If you're an OG on this channel, you'll probably notice that I took some time off YouTube, and that's just because I needed a break. I got overwhelmed with everything. I actually broke down. Like, I'm not perfect, okay, and that is part of the reasons why I'm making this video. Really, sometimes you just need to take a break. Sometimes we need to, you know, calm down. Sometimes we just need to pay attention to what our body is telling us. But then a lot of times you just keep working, right? So yeah, I had my own fair share of, you know, being overwhelmed and being stressed, especially with the whole pandemic and everything that, you know, has been happening in Nigeria. I mean, Africa as a whole. I don't even know what's going on, but I'm trusting God to come through for us, because it's a whole lot, and it's really overwhelming. Again, I also just wanted to point out, you know, that we should be paying attention to our mental health. We need to guard our mental health. We need to pay attention to it. We need to care for it. Honestly, you guys, it is very important. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this. Sometimes we take in a lot of things that start to stress us. We take in a lot of things that start to, you know, bother us, and, you know, even after taking in all those things, we don't take our time to rest, or we don't take our time to distress, and sometimes it just keeps piling up until, you know, we just can't take it anymore. But yeah, it's okay to take a break when your body needs one. Like, it's not all about work. I know that, you know, we have to work, especially when bills have to be paid, but we need to learn to, you know, rest as well. I can relate, because I'm guilty in that aspect, because I'm that person that would plan literally everything but rest. And I mean, God rested, so who am I not to rest? But I understand, because there's so much to do, and, you know, there's only so many hours in a day, and sometimes you just end up getting carried away with all the activities of the day, and, you know, we end up not resting. But we need to take our time to rest. We need to plan rest. We need to take care of ourselves, especially mentally, okay? Like, it's easy to take care of your body, like the parts that you can see, but those parts that you can't see, sometimes, you know, it just ends up getting overworked, and you really don't want to, you know, do that to yourself. So once in a while, take a break. It's okay to take a break when you need one. I also just wanted to come out here to encourage someone. I know that this year has been a whole lot, like I said before, but regardless, God will still come through for us. See, and what God cannot do does not exist, so I'm very positive He will come through for you. I know a lot of people had plans that they had to cancel, or, you know, move, or what, for whatever reason, you know, change, and that's okay. Like, I mean, I know it could be a whole lot to take in, but trust me, God has our backs, and He's gonna come through for us regardless of whatever you might be going through. Please don't stop trusting God. Continue to trust Him, continue to hold on to Him, continue to have faith. And the other thing that I just wanted to point out is, a lot of times we tend to focus on those things that we haven't been able to achieve, rather than focusing on what we've achieved so far, and doing that could just make us feel down. And I understand, like, I've been there, okay? Like, we have those days. The other thing to remember is that, you know, in life there are different seasons, and we all go through different seasons, so why not just try to make the best out of whatever season you find yourself yourself in. Try to cherish those moments that are good. Try to make the best out of whatever situation you find yourself in. One thing that I'm learning now is, when I find myself in, a season that is not as I plan, I try to ask God to tell me or to show me what he wants me to learn out of that season. Because at the end of the day, I feel like we can either choose to stay sad or stay down, or we can decide to be grateful and thank God for all that we have been able to achieve so far. I mean, God didn't bring us this far to just leave us, right? So I'm very positive it's going to come through for us. It's a new month. I mean, we have the whole of November and December, and that is more than enough time for God to come through for you. So please don't stop trusting him. He is definitely gonna come through for you. Okay, thinking about how this year has been, I don't think anyone planned for what was coming, and it was a whole lot, to be very honest. Like, what happened this year has affected people in different ways, and the thing is just knowing when you're slacking and snapping out. At a point, I didn't like the me that I was becoming, and I just had to snap out. Like, it became so overwhelming and I started slacking, and that's why I'm telling you guys to pay attention to your mental health, because a lot of times we just work and we don't rest, and it ends up affecting us somehow. So it's important for us to pay attention to our mental health. It's just important for us to focus on the positive sides of things, focus on the things that we've been able to achieve, and be grateful for it. We have a whole lot to be thankful for. We're alive, we're healthy, we can think. Like my pastor would always say, we can think, and that's why we know God hasn't answered one prayer point. I mean, if you can't think, you probably wouldn't remember that he didn't answer that prayer point, and that is enough to be grateful for. So rather than feeling down about the things that we haven't been able to achieve so far, let's try to be thankful for all we have been able to achieve. Let's be thankful for what we have. Let's be thankful for life, especially. Another thing I've learned is to take things easy. Like, change can happen anytime, and yeah, that's why it's very important to make the best out of every season you find yourself in. Like I said before, this year has been loaded, like different ups and downs, and I wouldn't say that I was left out, because I had my own fair share of experiencing this year. This year alone, I've gone from finishing school to graduating to job hunting. Oh my god, that season was, I don't even know, but yeah, like God came through for me. I got a job. I also started my channel. Like, oh my god, I'm so glad I finally started my channel. Starting my channel was something that I had thought about for a couple of years, and I just never got the courage to start. But somehow this year I got the courage and I started my channel, and I'm super grateful that I actually did. And I'm also grateful for you guys. I mean, you guys are like my new family, and it's really nice to talk to you guys once in a while. I mean, if I didn't start my channel, I would never have you guys, right? So I'm thankful for you guys. Yeah, this year I've learned that God is God regardless. Like, with everything going on, God is still God, and the fact that I'm going through a rough season doesn't make him less of God. I mean, it's not going to stop him from being God. So I could decide to feel down, cry, feel sad, or I could decide to be grateful for everything that I've been able to achieve this year by his grace. So yeah, I'm learning to pause and reflect and think about how far I've come, rather than feeling down every time. I know it's not easy, but we have to try. And again, thinking about it, like, what's the point feeling down when you could be happy? Like, I feel like I would just miss out on things that I would be enjoying if I wasn't feeling down or feeling that way. So I'm learning to pause and reflect and be thankful for everything I've been able to achieve. I mean, God is still God regardless, and yeah, just learning to trust him some more and learning to leave everything to him. Like, that is one big thing that I learned this year, like trusting God regardless. Yeah, trusting God and giving him total control. That was one of the biggest things I learned this year. Another thing that I was just going to point out is that we should try to check up on our friends and family members. We all know how this year has been, and it just makes sense for us to take our time to reach out to people. You don't know what they might be going through, and they could just need someone to talk to. So please try to reach out to your friends, try to reach out to your family members, try to check up on everyone, and just see if there's anything that you can do for them. And hopefully everyone is doing good and staying safe. So yeah, let's try to take care of our mental health every once in a while. Let's try to do things that make us feel happy. Let's take our time to relax. Take a break if you need one. Don't wait until you break down. Just remember that there are always going to be things to do. Like, problem no dey ever finish, okay? So once in a while, buy rice and chicken, you know, get a drink, sit down and give yourself a pat on the back, and you know, tell yourself well done, because it's not easy. A lot of times you just keep working, and like I said, I understand when bills have to be paid, right? Like if you don't work, how are you gonna pay your bills? So I totally understand, but try to take out time to rest as well, okay? It is okay to take a break when you need one. Don't feel bad. Don't let anyone make you feel otherwise. It is okay to take a break when you need one. I would love to know what you guys have learned this year. I know it's not the end of the year, but we're getting there, and yeah, I just want to know what you guys have learned this year. Like I said, I've learned that God is God regardless of, you know, whatever season you find yourself in, or regardless of what you might be going through, he is still gonna be God. I've also learned that change can happen anytime, and you know, I just need to stop taking things so personal, and like I need to stop stressing about so many things, because change can happen. I've also learned to take care of myself. Yes, I've also learned to, well, I'm still learning, but the other thing that I've learned is mental health is very important, and you know, we need to pay attention to that. So yeah, I've also learned to trust God. Like I've learned to trust God. See, men will disappoint in this life, but God won't. So I've learned to trust God. I mean, I've learned a lot of things, but those are the ones that stood out to me the most. So yeah, I would love to know what you guys have learned this year. Like I said, please check up on your friends, please check up on your family members, just check in to see that everyone is doing good and stay safe. Like this year has been a whole lot. Honestly, it's been a whole lot. This video is scheduled to go up 1st of November, and you know, it just marks the beginning of a new month, and I pray that this new month brings you and your family lots of joy, peace, blessings, you know, and lots of goodness. And I know that, you know, November and December is enough time for God to come through for you. And you know, like I said, what God cannot do does not exist. So please don't stop trusting him. Continue to trust him, and you know, I'm positive he will come through for you. And yeah, don't forget to take care of yourself. You know, take our time to rest, take our time to relax. And yeah, that's it for this video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in my next video, but until then, stay safe and stay blessed. Bye.